Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto content. And I know what everybody is thinking right now: a $10,000 XRP, a $35,000 XRP. What is this nonsense? Guys, I just want to say right now, we are going to really address this and talk more about it. Now, obviously, I do know the circulating supply of XRP. I know what the market cap would be. I know all of that. You guys do not have to explain to me. Trust me, I am well aware. I've been in crypto for like over 7 years now. So trust me, guys, when I say that I do understand the overall fundamentals that we're talking about here, especially when we're talking about, you know, $500 trillion, plus, pretty much for the market cap of XRP. Market cap does not matter right now. Stop thinking in a little bit of a box. Market cap pretty much boxes you in, and it pretty much puts a limit on what your asset could really reach. I'm just going to say right now, in the future, when inflation rates are astronomically high in the US and stuff like that, the prices of crypto are going to be astronomically higher than whatever you guys thought was possible. So, with that being said, obviously, we won't have to wait too long for this to actually happen. I think that it will happen very soon, sooner than expected at least. I obviously can't put a date on it. I can't say, next year, tomorrow, next week, whatever, because I just can't predict the future. But I'm just going to say right now, don't worry about the supply. Don't worry about the market cap either. I'm just going to say right now, there's a reason why there's 100 billion XRP tokens. And I should say there's actually a reason why there's 99.9 billion XRP tokens. They need that amount of tokens for it to run efficiently. Now, when we talk about this astronomical price for XRP, and even going back to my older videos on these high-priced XRP prices, I try to explain it the best I possibly can to a lot of individuals, but a lot of people still seem to not understand it, and they just kind of think that I'm spewing hopium, just because XRP is, whatever, the price isn't doing anything, whatever. I just want to say right now, XRP at one point in time was the number 2 asset, number 3 asset, number 4, number 5, and now it is number 6. We are still in the top 10. We are still making moves. We are still making waves. So I just want to say right now, do not, think for a second that XRP can't hit astronomical prices. For example, we do see here, right? $10,000 plus XRP, all the money. And when we're talking about this, right, we're also talking about money networks to platforms, pretty much the bridge asset being pretty much the all money aspect of things when we're talking about, PayPal, Apple Pay, Amazon, eBay, Google, Netflix, all of this stuff. It's basically all of the money, realistically speaking. We see over here blockchains and DLTs. We do see capital markets, trade finance, Internet of Things, payment platforms, marketplaces, other platforms. This is all the bank sectors. We do see it's all going over the XRP ledger. This is all from every single country, basically. Again, it's all banks and targets of banks and all that kind of stuff, ACH wire transfers, all that kind of stuff. Now, I just want to say right now, and I love the fact that this actually has the chaps here. They also have the Fed wire here and all that kind of stuff. It's very interesting to see that here because this is actually what I'm going to be addressing later on in this video. Now, when we go and talk about the SEC lawsuit, I just want to say right now, when we talk about that lawsuit means absolutely nothing. So if you guys are going to comment down below saying, well, what about the SEC lawsuit? Isn't that a big detrimental thing for XRP? Absolutely not. I don't even think that it is cause for concern, especially when we go back to this video from January 4th of this year. Now, mind you, this is from 2018, and this is from David Schwartz himself. It's a 36-second video, so we could pretty much watch this very quick.
It's very hard to decide how the laws apply. And that's why I think you'll see many organizations, Ripple and many others, Coin Center is another, lobbying regulators not so much to change the law, but to clarify it, like to tell us what it is that we need to do so that someone doesn't come down 2 years later and say, hey, what you were doing completely in the open and completely transparently for the last 4 years was illegal from day one, and you should have known that. And we're like, we meet with you like every week about what we're doing. And now you're telling us we should have realized 4 years ago that it was fundamentally and completely illegal? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And
So again, this goes back to the SEC lawsuit. Now, obviously, if you guys are an XRP holder, 9 times out of 10, you most likely already seen this video. I actually did a video on this in the past. This is going back, a few months now. Now, when we talk about this, isn't it kind of funny that they predicted this exactly to happen? Now, when we talk about this, we also say, or I should say we see the fact that they were meeting with the SEC on a weekly basis to discuss clarity of what they were doing and making sure that they knew what they were doing. And again, it's pretty much the idea that we are seeing that actually happening right now, even with this new government bill. We're talking about, regulations for crypto, regulatory clarity possibly coming into the space. Regulatory clarity is going to change the game for XRP, just so you guys know. XRP will most likely be the first asset in this class of assets to get regulatory clarity, and that will really push the price of it as well. I'm not going to say once we get regulatory clarity and we win the case, like a lot of people have been saying, we'll go to $10,000 plus. Absolutely not. But what will basically get us there is ODL. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, you obviously don't, about my other videos when I talk about this. If you guys aren't new to the channel, you guys already know that ODL is a big deal. That on-demand liquidity is huge, and I'm going to explain it to you guys. So, first off, this is all that idea of pretty much unlocking massive amounts of capital. Swift, for an example, has a ton of capital that they utilize on a day-to-day basis that is locked away in accounts, Nostro Vostro accounts. If you guys don't know what they are, look them up, please. Now, I've seen a lot of people talking about Swift Go and how Swift Go is supposed to replace XRP. It's the XRP killer. It replaces XRP's ODL service fully. I just want to say right now, they are still using pre-validated and pre-authorized payment systems. That is a thing of the past. We got to remember that Swift is still a thing of the past nonetheless. Swift actually, this is the first innovation to Swift in many years. Obviously, their systems do, routine maintenance and updates and stuff like that. But this is one of the biggest fundamentals that they've had as an update. And a lot of people thought this was supposed to be the XRP killer, just like the Nexus thing, right? A lot of this stuff is kind of connected, if you will. Now, even if down here we look at the SwiftGo participants, a lot of these are still kind of connected to XRP, especially even if we look at the participants that they are working with. This is their customer list. Now, like I said, they are still using pre-authorized, pre-validated payment structures, and it's all an absolute terrible disaster to actually think about as well, because this still kind of goes into the idea that pre-authorized payments are still a thing that take forever to truly settle. Now, this is saying that, this is pretty much going to be a fast payment experience, but they're not talking about settlement times. They're just talking about how fast the payment gets there and is sent. When we talk about settlement times, ODL is a fast settlement time. This is pretty much a quick settlement in 3 to 5 seconds, so you don't have to worry about pre-authorized, pre-approved payments or anything like that. Once you send that money, it's instantly, converted using XRP and the XRP ledger to the receiver's overall currencies if they were based in a different country. This goes for the banking structure as well, even when we go back to this image. If I was in the US and I was sending money to the UK, basically it would go through the XRP ledger using XRP to convert that currency and go to the UK. Now, I just want to say right now, when we talk about Swift, say for so XRP does replace Swift. Just so you guys know, Swift handles about $5 trillion per day, or given about 250 business days per year, about $1.25 quadrillion. That is $1,250 trillion a year that is moved over Swift. We also see CHIPS, which handles $400 trillion a year, and FedWire, which if we go back here, we do see FedWire here as well, which does about $900 trillion per year. So I just want to say, which most of both of these arise out of the Swift messages as well. So I just want to say right now, if we were to have that volume flow over the XRP ledger utilizing XRP, which is going to basically be the main value pinpoint for XRP itself, could you just imagine the price of XRP at that point when it's moving all of the money in the world? Now, obviously, a lot of these payments could be P2P payments, which could possibly move over the XLM network as well. But a lot of this is B2B or business to business payment structures that are the real money aspect, where we are seeing, payments of, $10 million plus, $1 million plus, whatever the case may be. A lot of that volume is really going to grasp a lot of price valuation for XRP if we truly do unlock a lot of that value, which I do think that we will, because the ODL service is fully patented and owned by XRP. And also, when we look at a lot of these, major companies that they are partnered with, a lot of these are huge, especially when we look at Bank of America, SBI Remit, we look at American Express, Tranglo, Santander, etc. So a lot of these are huge names, especially in the game of, finance and even the banking industry. Now, I just want to say right now, we already seen the ODL service ramp up in Japan. Japan is approximately 1.8 billion in remittances that flow from Japan to the Philippines. Now, this is a perfect idea of pretty much seeing what ODL is actually going to be doing. We do see here Asia Pacific is now one of the fastest growing regions for Ripple, and transactions growing 130% year over year. I'm just going to say right now, this is just one ODL service that is worth $1.8 billion realistically. So just imagine all of the ODL services that will basically be unlocked by Ripple and XRP using this ODL service that ultimately still is using XRP at the end of the day, unless the payments are in the same country. Say for so, if I was in Japan and I was sending money, in Japan to somebody that I knew in Japan, basically, I wouldn't have to use XRP. I could still just use RippleNet. Now, this is all powered by RippleNet. So first off, whenever somebody says, hey, they're using RippleNet, not XRP, they are using RippleNet and XRP if they are sending the money outside of their own country. That's still a lot of money, like I said, especially when we even look back at this article with that $1.8 billion evaluation. So with that being said, yes, I do think that we could see upwards of $10,000 plus for XRP. It's going to happen in time. It's not going to happen overnight, just to make sure everybody's aware of that. But when we talk about something that could possibly, reinvent the wheel for Swift or even possibly replace Swift, yes, it would be valued at a massive amount. And I do think that XRP does have the power to do so, especially with its major connections, especially with the ODL service ramping up. We are seeing it being used every single day basically now. And I do think that at some point in time, we will connect all of these services, and that's where the true value will lay. So when people are saying, hey, $10,000 plus for XRP, sometimes, or I should say most of the times, it's not hopium. But when you see like, $10,000 XRP, for an example, once they win the case, that's actually hopium, because that's not going to alleviate the price at all. What's going to alleviate the price is the ODL service ramping up in these sectors, and XRP basically being the fuel for the fire, if you will. But with that being said, if you guys do want to get your very own XRP poster, you guys could get that right now on my official Crypto Posters website right now. Buy one, get one, 25% off. We have a ton of projects on here as well. If you guys do want to grab one, there will be links down in the description below as well as in the comments below. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys do want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.